Hey y'all, welcome back to the farm. Today we're getting our hands dirty and talking about one of my favorite things, growing your own food. If you've ever wanted to grow your own food but didn't know where to start, this video is for you. We're going to cover 10 easy-to-grow foods that'll make your backyard garden flourish. So let's grab our gloves and get growing. Let's kick things off with a garden classic, the tomato. These juicy gems are a staple in my kitchen, and they're surprisingly easy to grow. Tomatoes love sunshine, so find a spot in your garden that gets at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. When it comes to planting, I like to start my tomatoes from seed indoors about 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost. Once the weather warms up, you can transplant them outside. And to keep those vines from sprawling everywhere, give them some support with a cage or a trellis. When those tomatoes start to turn that beautiful shade of red, you know it's time to harvest. Slice them up for sandwiches, toss them in salads, or simmer them down into a delicious sauce. Next up, we're talking about lettuce, the queen of salads and a garden must-have. Lettuce is one of those plants that grows quickly, so you can enjoy fresh salads all season long. One of my favorite things about growing lettuce is that it doesn't need a ton of space. You can grow it in containers on your patio or even in a small raised bed. Just make sure it gets at least 4 hours of sunlight a day, and you'll be well on your way to a bountiful harvest. I like to plant a few seeds every couple of weeks to ensure a continuous supply of fresh greens throughout the growing season. Instead of pulling up the entire plant, just snip off the outer leaves as needed, and the center will continue to grow. So, ditch those store-bought bags of lettuce and grow your own. It's easier than you think, and the taste is unbeatable. Now let's dig into a root vegetable that's both delicious and nutritious. The carrot. Carrots are packed with vitamins and antioxidants, and they add a sweet, earthy flavor to so many dishes. The key to growing great carrots is loose, sandy soil. If your soil is heavy clay, don't worry. You can amend it with some compost or peat moss to improve drainage. When it comes to planting, sow carrot seeds directly into the ground a couple of weeks before the last frost. Make sure to thin out the seedlings once they emerge, giving each plant about 2 to 3 inches of space to grow. Carrots are ready to harvest when they're about 1 inch in diameter at the top. Rinse off that garden-fresh dirt, and you're ready to enjoy the sweet crunch of a homegrown carrot. Y'all ready to talk about cucumbers? These versatile veggies are not just for your salads, but can be a refreshing addition to your drinks and even skincare routines. These refreshing vegetables are a summer staple, perfect for salads, sandwiches, and my personal favorite, ice-cold cucumber water. They add a crisp, cool touch to any dish or drink. Cucumbers love to climb, so give them a little support with a trellis or fence. This climbing habit makes them ideal for vertical gardening, saving you precious ground space. This not only saves space in your garden, but also helps prevent those cucumbers from resting on the ground, which can lead to rot. Keeping them elevated ensures better air circulation and healthier plants. When it comes to planting, you can start cucumber seeds indoors a few weeks before the last frost, or sow them directly into the ground once the soil has warmed up. This gives you a head start on the growing season. Cucumbers thrive in warm weather and need plenty of sunshine. Make sure they get at least 6 to 8 hours of sunlight each day for optimal growth. To keep your cucumber plants happy and productive, make sure you water them regularly, especially during dry spells. Consistent moisture is key to preventing bitterness in the fruit. Now, here's the fun part, harvesting. Picking cucumbers at the right time ensures they are tender and flavorful. Cucumbers grow quickly, so check your vines regularly once they start producing. Frequent harvesting encourages more fruit to develop. Use a sharp knife or garden shears to cut the cucumbers from the vine, leaving a small stem attached. This helps the cucumbers stay fresh longer after picking. Let's add a pop of color to our gardens with bell peppers. These vibrant vegetables are not only a feast for the eyes, but also a delight for the taste buds. These versatile vegetables come in a rainbow of hues: green, red, yellow, orange, and they add a satisfying crunch to any dish. Whether you're making a salad, stir-fry, or just snacking, bell peppers are a fantastic choice. Just like tomatoes, bell peppers love sunshine. They thrive in warm, sunny conditions and need plenty of light to grow strong and healthy. Find a sunny spot in your garden that gets at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. The more sunlight, the better your peppers will grow. When it comes to planting, I like to start my peppers from seed indoors about 8 to 10 weeks before the last frost. This gives them a head start and ensures they are strong enough to be transplanted outside. Once the danger of frost has passed and the soil has warmed up, you can transplant your pepper seedlings outside. Make sure to space them properly to give each plant room to grow. Peppers prefer well-drained soil, so if your soil is heavy, amend it with some compost or other organic matter. This will improve drainage and provide essential nutrients. When your bell peppers are firm and colorful, it's time to harvest. The vibrant colors indicate that they are ripe and ready to be enjoyed. Use a sharp knife or garden shears to cut the peppers from the plant, leaving a small stem attached. This helps the peppers stay fresh longer. Enjoy the vibrant flavors in your favorite dishes. From salads to stir-fries, bell peppers add a burst of color and a delightful crunch to any meal. Let's talk about spinach, a leafy green that's packed with nutrients and easy to grow in your backyard. Spinach is a cool season crop, which means it thrives in cooler temperatures. When it comes to planting, you can sow spinach seeds directly into the ground as soon as the soil can be worked in the spring. Spinach prefers well-drained soil, so if your soil is heavy, amend it with some compost or other organic matter. To keep your spinach plants happy, make sure you water them regularly, especially during dry spells. Spinach also appreciates a little shade during the hottest part of the day, so consider planting it near taller plants that can provide some protection from the sun. One of the great things about spinach is that you can harvest it multiple times throughout the season. Just snip off the outer leaves as needed, and the center of the plant will continue to grow. If you're looking for a fast-growing, easy-to-grow vegetable, look no further than the radish. These little root vegetables are ready to harvest in just a few weeks, making them a rewarding crop for gardeners of all levels. Radishes are cool season crops, so they're best planted in the spring or fall. They prefer well-drained soil and a spot in your garden that gets at least 4 hours of sunlight each day. When it comes to planting, sow radish seeds directly into the ground about an inch apart and cover them with a thin layer of soil. Keep the soil moist, and you'll see those little radish seedlings popping up in no time. Radishes are ready to harvest when they're about an inch in diameter. Gently loosen the soil around the base of the radish with your fingers and pull it up from the top. Let's talk about green beans, a garden staple that's both productive and versatile in the kitchen. Green beans are a warm season crop, so they're best planted after the danger of frost has passed and the soil has warmed up. There are two main types of green beans, bush beans and pole beans. Bush beans are more compact and don't require any support, while pole beans are climbers and need a trellis or other support to grow on. Keep the soil moist, and you'll see those little green bean seedlings popping up in no time. Green beans are relatively low-maintenance plants, but they do appreciate regular watering, especially during dry spells. To keep those beans coming all season long, harvest them regularly. Green beans are delicious steamed, sautéed, roasted, or added to soups and stews. Get ready for a bountiful harvest with zucchini, a prolific producer that's sure to keep your kitchen stocked all summer long. Zucchini is a warm season crop, so it's best planted after the danger of frost has passed and the soil has warmed up. When it comes to planting, you can start zucchini seeds indoors a few weeks before the last frost, or sow them directly into the ground once the soil has warmed up. Zucchini plants need plenty of space to grow, so make sure to space them about 3 feet apart. Zucchini plants are relatively low maintenance, but they do appreciate regular watering, especially during dry spells. One of the best things about zucchini is that it's incredibly versatile in the kitchen. So add some zucchini to your garden this year and get ready for a bountiful harvest of this versatile vegetable. Let's finish up with a sweet treat that's sure to delight gardeners of all ages: strawberries. These little red gems are not only delicious, but also a rewarding crop to grow in your own garden. These juicy berries are a true taste of summer, and they're easier to grow than you might think. With just a bit of care and attention, you can enjoy fresh strawberries right from your backyard. Strawberries prefer well-drained soil and a spot in your garden that gets at least 6 hours of sunlight each day. This ensures they get the energy they need to produce those sweet, juicy fruits. They also benefit from a layer of mulch around the base of the plant to help retain moisture, suppress weeds, and keep those berries clean. Mulch can be made from straw, pine needles, or even shredded leaves. When it comes to planting, you can choose from bare root strawberries, which are planted in the early spring, or strawberry plants, which can be planted in the spring or fall. Both options have their own benefits and can lead to a bountiful harvest. Make sure to space your strawberry plants about 12 to 18 inches apart to give them plenty of room to grow. Proper spacing helps prevent disease and allows for better air circulation. To keep your strawberry plants healthy and productive, it's important to fertilize them regularly and remove any runners that develop. Runners can sap energy from the main plant, so trimming them helps the plant focus on producing fruit. Harvesting strawberries is a true joy. There's nothing quite like the satisfaction of picking your own ripe, juicy berries. Once the berries are red and plump, they're ready to pick. Enjoy them fresh or use them in your favorite recipes for a taste of summer all year round. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 easy-to-grow foods that'll make your backyard garden flourish. From juicy tomatoes to sweet strawberries, there's something here for everyone to enjoy. Thanks for watching. We hope you found this list helpful and feel inspired to start your own backyard garden. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more gardening tips and tricks.